Talk to us a little bit, Donte, about the E&Y experience. How did you get nominated? How did you get interviewed? What was it like finding out that you had won? And what was it like standing up on a huge stage with spotlights on you in front of 1,000 people in tuxedos, all of whom are some of the most prestigious people out there, and accept your award and give your speech? You did a fantastic job on stage. Talk to us about the entire E&Y experience.
Well, it began actually at my high school. I'm a part of a program called Youth Entrepreneurs Georgia, and it's a class. It's actually an amazing class. I mean, we learn about entrepreneurship principles. They do a lot of structured activities with us. We leave the building sometimes to have off campus, like field trips. We actually did a thing called Market Day, and they loaned each student in our classroom a $25 budget. And they allowed us to get in groups of at least 4, and they took us to Costco's, and we were able to, purchase products, and we actually sold them at school, and we were allowed to keep the products. So this program, I mean, this has actually been a big piece of building my entrepreneurship skills. I've always kind of had a run for entrepreneurship. I mean, I started off way back, actually 7th grade also. I mean, I started off selling candy, A lot of people looked at the candy thing as something small, but I really focused on it. Actually, you can build, a decent profit, especially for a 7th grader, through selling candy. But I was in the YAG program, though. And in the program, we did a business plan competition, and it was actually for Nifty. And through the program, I joined. I sent my plan in to be nominated for the competition, and it was actually, I was told that it was 300 business plans that were turned in all across Georgia. And of the 300, 16 were chosen to be judged by a panel of judges. And from those 16, 4 finalists were chosen to be actually come out in front of these panel of judges and a big group of people in the audience, and we actually had to present our businesses. And we had to present them to these judges in this crowd. And from that, I actually won first place. And that, and then I was promoted to go off to the national competition, which is actually in October. So the YAG program was a big help in that. And from there, I believe, this competition was pretty big. So the word kind of started, circles around about me winning such a competition. And I think with a lot of the other stuff that I've done, I think the work is just pretty much like, my qualifications, went ahead of me. And I actually, I just got called, and someone said, hey, you were nominated. And then I got, later on, I got another and said, hey, you really won this. And, it almost seemed so real. Initially, I'm like, did I really win? This is a very honor to win this award. And I say, did I really win it? Actually, when it started sitting in, it was just amazing. And I went to the gala. It was, prestigious people, amazing people that I met there, and people that, that said, they love to, be mentors and help me out with the business as I go on and my entrepreneurship. It just helped me a lot of people. And, so I had to step in front and get on the stage in front of all those people. It was a little, I've spoken in front of a lot of people through, trying to present my business, and, build my clientele and stuff. So it wasn't too bad, but I can't even lie. My chest was beating a little bit while I was up there.
Well, you did an amazing job in front of everybody. You were fantastic. I don't know that I could have done any better or that a professional speaker could have. So you were just fantastic.
So thank you.
Did you win a bunch of money in the scholarships? And I know that's a little personal question, so you don't have to answer that. But I do want to ask you about scholarships in a more general sense. I had a guest on, maybe 6 months ago, who got $6 million, Donte, in scholarship money. You're the type kid that could do that. So what are your college plans, your college thoughts, and how do scholarships play into your plans for the future?
Well, it's actually fine. I will tell you, I won a $1,000 scholarship for being from Ernst & Young, and also through the Youth Entrepreneurs Georgia company, I was given a $1,000 like maybe a bonus to go towards my business or a scholarship, whichever one I chose to win the initial competition. So I did. That was amazing. That's $1,000 that that's already paid for my college, and also $1,000 that I was allowed to go to my business from Youth Entrepreneur Georgia. And also I'm actually looking at I'm still trying to look at which college I want to go. So I haven't really decided on my major.
Have you taken your SATs yet, Donte?
I must admit, I have not taken the SAT yet. I plan to. I am scheduled to take the next one. I have not. I'm trying to do that as soon as possible. That's just something that I know I probably should have taken before now, but I'm looking to get to those very soon.
All right. We're about to run out of time. I want to ask you one personal question. Is that okay?
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
What do you think of lazy people or people who don't work as hard as you in school? What are you're supposed to tutor someone who just isn't trying? What are your thoughts?
Well, I believe that as a tutoring business for children K through 8, and actually I tutor a few people from the high school. As much as I believe that personally. I say if you really want something, if you really want to pass it, you should step up. But as a tutoring business, I just take that as one of the obstacles that I'm faced with fixing. So I try to make the tutoring thing. I'm trying to build like stuff where I can make it interesting. Maybe bring some type of reward or something into it where it gives you reason to want to do it. As much as it's like and I agree with a lot of people. They say if you really want it, then you'll try to get it. And if you decide to be lazy, then you must not want it. But I just believe that as a local tutoring business, I know that I'm going to be tutoring students like that. It's going to happen that I'm going to have students who want to be lazy and who really don't want to do it. But I believe that that's part of our second chance tutoring part, to figure out a way as to how we'll make maybe incentives, or maybe we'll add game time. I mean, we're actually end up thinking that of how how to make that more interesting, how to get people a reason to say, what, I want to learn this. I want to be successful. I'm willing to step up and say that to try to get that incentive because it looks good. So I try to give reason for students to step up.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Great answer. How can people find out more about you, follow you, that kind of thing? You have a website or something you'd like to give out?
If you visit www.secondchancetutoring.com, you'll find our tutoring website. You can find Second Chance Tutoring. We just kind of initiated our Facebook page, and we're building on that. And also, if you're looking for me personally, you can find me on LinkedIn.
Fantastic. What do you want to be when you become old and 25 or 30 or something like that? What do you want to be when you grow up? That question. Fireman, policeman, Indian, cowboy. What do you want to be?
Well, I love what I do. I like the tutoring. I really love business. So, I plan to be in business then. And by that time, 25, I plan for Second Chance Tutoring to be very successful by then. I may even be in some other things, but I plan on being I stay CEO at 25.
Well, you're already a CEO now. Thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations on your great success. Thanks, Donte.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with more of the show in just a second.
It's all right. Take